Dahil sa pagdami ng mga kaso ng COVID-19, iminumungkahing magpatupad ng lockdown.
Another day, another sunrise to be seen. Days, weeks, and months have passed. We are still in lockdown. I was nervous. I was scared, worrying about my future. What will happen tomorrow? Thinking the learning scheme and adjusting to the new situation, I am still scared. Knowing that this is not my comfort zone to learn. This is not what I want. I am not used in learning on my own. I need guidance. I need help. I need interaction. I need support, not just financially, but also mentally. Overthinking makes me crazy. My modules are long past the due. I am not on the shape, and my state of mind is not yet ready to take all the information. Reading the learning materials were not enough. They were not enough to supplement my needs in my future career. It is not that I am not contented nor learning anything, but it is about my comfort when studying. A room with 4 walls on each side is where I am. This woman has full of dreams and hopes. One day, I remember life was so fun and happy. School is my second home for almost 16 years. Students' smile are priceless. Their eyes were bright as the sunshine, yearning for their dreams. Teachers became our buddy, advisor, friend, and a parent. The relationship is indeed memorable and irreplaceable. But in just a snap, things are changed. No more laughs and excitements that can be heard in the school. It is just now books and gadgets, being alone in the room. Why am I having this kind of situation? Why do I feel like I am incomplete? Why do I feel not motivated to learn? Why do I feel like I am having a mental health issue?
It was physically tiring and mentally exhausting.
Became more unproductive.
It's very challenging.
Was kind of stressful due to lack of guidance and limited learning environment.
For starters, it's not really easy.
I experienced having mental breakdowns.
Well, just like any other normal students, my experience was also similar to them. It's very difficult.
Roller coaster ride. I've learned more about myself and I'm able to deal with my flaws.
So tough and challenging.
So it has not been easy.
Indifferent than what I'm used to.
It was a little bit hard.
There are a lot of adjustments that I did. It has affected my mental health negatively because I am the type that prefers to learn through having interactions with my teachers and classmates.
As for my mental health, I had to take care of it as well because there are a lot of times in my distance learning that I had put my mental health at risk. I overthink a lot, especially when I had so many tasks to do that I don't know which one I should do first. Plus, being at home, I don't really feel like I'm actually studying, like how I felt when I was actually at school. So I admit that there are times when I don't feel like I'm learning anything at all.
Staying focused on online classes is a challenge. The following experiences that I mentioned above caused me not to able to concentrate well in our classes.
It affects my mental health negatively because I feel pressured all the time by keeping up to date with my schoolwork or successive tasks and experience difficulty concentrating or staying focused while at home.
Of course, it's very stressful. It's stressing us out. I mean, sometimes, most of the time for me, the productivity time of my life as a student is always late night. And as time passes by, I realized na it's not healthy and it's really affecting my mental health then.
Stresses me out, and of course, whenever I'm stressed out and I keep stressing out, I'll feel exhausted, I'll feel drained, kind of empty, I guess.
After the pandemic and distance learning happened, I often felt stressed and often experienced anxiety attacks.
In a way that I overthink my future.
In a way that it made me unstable. Well, the stress that I experience is not a joke. It is mentally exhausting.
Though this may not be ideal for everybody, but for me, to enhance the distance learning modality, you should have more virtual meetings or virtual discussions, because I think it lessens the feeling of being isolated and it gives us more chances to interact with their classmates and instructors.
They should limit giving more tasks so that the students will have more time to rest their physical and mental health.
Schools should always check on their students. Having the distance learning is very hard. So they also need to focus on checking on the students, especially on their mental health.
The first one is make sure students understand the tools given to them. Number 2, choose tools that are mobile friendly and or can be used offline. And lastly, keep up positive relationships with students and families.
A distance learning modality, my suggestion is that modules should be adjusted because there are some modules that are very difficult to understand, that are very difficult to answer. That's why I think it's very important also to consider the fact that the student will learn that all by himself. That's why teachers should also consider the level of difficulty that the module has.
Maintain the live connections during distance learning.
Maybe teachers just need to conduct a twice Google Meet session so that students are able to ask questions about their modules.
Students should take distance learning seriously because it will help them manage their time and be adaptable to any mode of learning.
As for me, to enhance the distance learning modality, I guess there must be a collaborative work between the students and the teachers, especially the time frame na pagbigay ng mga activities.
To my fellow students who are suffering from mental illness, please make time to talk to someone, as you will be able to voice out what you are silently keeping to yourself. They will not judge you, but rather embrace you and are willing to listen to all of your problems.
Always put God on your center, because when you know that He is with, nothing can go wrong.
For students in the present modality, I think the only message that I could say is that don't stress yourself too much on understanding the module, even if it's really hard to understand. Kasi the goal naman here is to learn, not to impress your teachers. And yeah, we're trying to be independent, but also take time to ask your teachers if there are things na hindi clear sa inyo, because teachers are there pa rin naman for you to ask if you have queries about the discussion. You have to be independent, but do not be too hard on yourself.
Look out for each other during this time. We will all get through this. However, a strong sense of community is critical. In a college life, there is always pressures, deadlines, and etc. Help each other. Avoid turning to alcohol and other substances to manage these pressures. The impact of peer influence, especially in uncertain times, is powerful and long-lasting. Be that person who will rise above. Be a source of positive energy who look up to your fellow students. That's all.
Is to give yourself a space for you to feel the full range of your feelings, whether it is mad, sad, relief, confusion, etc. Always remember that there is no right way of coping with the current situation, so do the best that you can and trust.
We should still find time to rest
in between studies. Please don't be so hard on yourself, and just start by believing that you can, and everything else will follow.
Regardless of your course or specialization, your age, or level of achievement, if you are stressed or not able to cope up, please seek help. And also, take a break from time to time. You are important, and so is your mental health, because mental health matters.
Whenever you're having a hard time or in a tough situation, please remember to be kind to yourself, to be gentle with yourself, to take care of yourself, to put yourself first. Everything else can wait, but if they can't, then at least allow yourself to be human by giving yourself some time to acknowledge and feel your emotions, because that is really necessary in order for you to feel better. But if you feel like you can't do it alone, then please don't hesitate to reach out to someone. It might be hard to believe, but there are actually people out there who care about you and who are willing to offer a shoulder to cry on and a helping hand. But above all, I want you to hold on, to keep going, because one day you'll get there. It'll get better, so laban lang.
But nevertheless, I still feel grateful that I got to study and learn amidst the pandemic.
4 na buwan matapos ang dapat na simula ng school year 2020-2021, nakabalik eskwela na rin ang mahigit 2,400,000 estudyante sa mga pampublikong paaralan. Dinago ng pandemya ang pamamaraan, walang harapan klase, kundi online. Modular ang mga leksyon. Mahigit 1 linggo na lang, pasukan na. Ang problema sa gamit sa eskwela ng kababayan, nadagdagan pa ng pagsubok
at mga magulang para patuloy na makapag-aral ang mga bata sa kabila ng sitwasyon.
People might think that the education system is a privilege as it is, but you'll never know the difficulties of a person unless you are in their shoe. Even though we have an access to the internet, it is not enough to fill the gap that was once lost. The hardship we experience to cope up with the situation is stressful. You might see students doing fine during classes, doing great in their academics. However, are you aware of what and how they think? Are you aware that a simple negative feedback would lead them into something uncomfortable? Are you aware that a simple rant is just expressing their madness but not knowing where it came from? Are you aware that these students would also experience breakdowns just to accomplish all the tasks given? Are you aware that some students are giving up and dropping out because of the lack of guidance? Are you aware that we, the students, are struggling with our mental health?
Hi to everyone who studies at home or who experience distance learning. So I have tips for you now that you're experiencing distance learning. Okay, so my first advice for you is socialize. Go out with your friends. Since in distance learning you have less face-to-face social life, you should have some time to go out with your close friends or meet a group of people that you can spend time doing the same hobbies, like biking, jogging, swimming, or if you like arts and music. So the second one is grab the opportunity to spend time with your family. You have more time now to be with your family, to help them and the household chores, to converse with them, or to go out with them and to travel with them. Having this opportunity will give you motivation to do better in your studies or to do better in whatever goal you have in life. The third one is create or find a better work environment. Be in a place with plants or nature, or be in a peaceful room with windows when you are studying or doing some activities. Windows, bakit may windows? Kasi kapag walang windows ang kwarto, nakaka-suffocate. So, nag-aaral ka tapos parang nasa ano ka lang, kwarto na walang window, wala kang makitang nature, mas nakaka-suffocate or mas nakaka-trigger siya ng mga anxieties, ganun. Fourth one, have a proper breakfast or meal and exercise regularly. So, pag may proper meal ka or proper breakfast, tapos may exercise ka din, nag-exercise ka daily, it changes how it starts your day, or yung mental health mo, yung mood mo. Mas nagiging productive ka kapag nag-exercise ka or nag-breakfast ka ng maayos, kumain ka ng maayos, ganun. So, the fifth one is lessen time for social media and focus more on reality. Sometimes social media is toxic. Yan, lalo na yun sa Facebook. Ang daming mga post na kung ano-ano, tapos may nagbubuli, may mga negative na mga chismis, mga negativities. So, it also makes you pressured to comply with the standards then of the society. It makes you be like sumunod sa uso rather than just be yourself. Sixth is sleep or rest early. Good sleep has a factor in how your brain function and also with your mood. Imagine mo, hindi ka natulog ng maaga. Ano mafe-feel mo? Tapos puyat ka. Tapos ang dami pong gagawin. Siyempre, nakaka-bad day. Seventh is set realistic goals. Realistic goals na wag yung goals na parang di mo na maabot. Ganun. Yung goals na kaya mo, alam mong kaya mo. Tapos don't stress yourself if you can't achieve yung goals na yun. And it takes time to achieve the goals. So, wag kang ma-pressure na madaliin or ma-pressure na ma-reach mo na agad yung goal na yun. So, number 9, ask for help when you can't handle the situation. Meron naman tayong friends and family na pwede natin ma-lean on or masandalan. Nandyan sila para pag may hindi na natin kaya, we ask for their help. I'm sure na meron at meron tutulong sa'yo pag may kailangan ka. Kung wala man, magdasal ka na lang sa Diyos. Kasi si God, nandyan naman siya palagi para sa'yo. And then number 10, the last one, have time to meditate or find peace. Even just for 15 minutes, have time for yourself. Kasi finding peace in a day, mas nakaka-positive thinking siya sa isang araw. Ano ba tawag doon? Mas nagiging positive ang thinking mo if you experience or meditate even just 15 minutes a day. Ayun lang. So, good luck guys. Good luck sa studies mo.
I want you to know that no matter where you are in life, no matter how low you have sunk, no matter how bleak your situation, this is not the end.